Okay, so today we're going to show some changes that have been made to CarrierFinder. Most of it's under the cover, but you will see some things on the surface as well that have changed. Under the cover, what's changed is we've developed an API, and now CarrierFinder actually interfaces all its calls with the API, otherwise known as an application programming interface. This way, we've been able to develop an API and fully test it with our own application. API is in the beta stage, and if you would like access to it, there will be a charge based upon the number of API calls per month, but this is a possibility if you're interested in that. Okay, so we're going to start off by typing in a service address. It does do an auto search on our lit buildings, so you can assume if it finds an address that there's good things behind it. If it doesn't, that's okay. You can still look to see what pops up. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to start doing a search, and it will pop up the information. So I think you're going to see this being a little faster than it was in the past. What we see here is we see this, what the user put in, what it returned, which in this case is basically the same thing, but it does take partial addresses. We see the telco is Quest, the parent is CenturyLink, Exchange, Bellevue, Silly Code, Bellevue WA. You can click in on the Silly and get more information about what NPA NXXs are within the Silly and press return. We get the NPA NXX, CO address, the distance to the central office, and over here in this map area you see a 1 mile radius here, and you see the distance between the site and the CO is about 2 miles. We see a list of carriers that will pop up here. And you can think of this as like a radar. We basically just look to see what carriers have facilities within the zip code to pop up in on this particular screen. Now, to get more detailed information, is what we would do is click on this link here to click on fiber lit buildings, and this will do another search, which is again quite a bit faster than the previous search. And I'm going to zoom down here a bit, and now we would see the address that we searched for shows up, and it says that we do have CenturyLink. It's a near-net building with Fiber Plus GPON, and we see all the buildings around it where we can click around and see what else is available. You'll see and notice that the colors are different. So yellow means near net, green means on net. If we and then if we had done a search on a building and it didn't come up near net or on net, it would actually come as a red marker. We can also click on the list view, and we'll see a list of the addresses that pop up, and again we get a little thumbs up if it's on net, and you'll see an exact match up here is showing as or I shouldn't say on net, but as an exact match. The icon is still showing up as yellow as a near net, green again as a on net, and the distance from the site is shown as well. And we can see it sorts it by nearest buildings first. If you see an additional info service here, you can click on that, and this way it actually comes back to our site and gives an explanation of what the service is. And by the way, Fiber Plus, if you ever see that come up, you definitely want to do it because it is priced super good. As an example, we could get 100 meg symmetrical for $280 a month, or a gig as low as $699 per month. So very, very good. At any of these points, you can request pricing, or you can request a more detailed fiber map. The fiber map is available for our partners and customers and subscribers and that will actually, we do a manual pull of a fiber map, which shows fiber routes and such for the address that's being searched on. So as you can see, we remember the original address, we remember who you are, and so on. So it's very easy to do. Also, you can request pricing by using this link, and again, we remember what you look for in the first place. You can return to the previous screen, and again, we see this information here, and we go back to our home screen. So as you can see, the interface is simple, it's clean, but very powerful. And we will have a new batch process coming out within the next couple weeks. We encourage you to take a look at this, and just keep in mind again that now what's happening is on the surface, all this is interfacing with an external API that we've developed to capture this information, to be able to display it and show it. And so this means that third-party companies can now tie into the intelligence of our system, of our engine that we've created, to be able to provide all this information. There you go. That's all I have for today. Happy carrier hunting in your adventures.